Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marcus Aurelius, and this is Dominions for the Thrones of Ascension. We are Ulm, and we are forging ahead. And in the last episode, folks, things got a little crazy. We went to war with the Black Ulm. They severely outnumber us, and as we saw, their troops are quite good. Better than ours in the sense that they are just nasty. They may not be stronger, they may not be faster, they may not have better armor, but their weapons just have this touch of evil about them that causes our troops, even those who survive the battle, to age rapidly, to decay. It's just not good times. But at the end of the last episode, what we tried to do is we tried to consolidate in the province of Wherein to deter a potential Black Ulm counterattack. And that counterattack materialized. But first of all, we've gained a level in evocation research. It is early summer in the year 3. Geralt of Rivia failed to find a magic site where he is. And there was a battle in Wherein. Let's take a look at it. Black Ulm is definitely not coming at us with everything they have, and they are still very vulnerable to arbalests. Of course, so are we. Nice. Although they got really close. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, that wasn't Demonicus. I thought they hit Demonicus. No, they just hit this crosswind. That was close. Demonicus, by the way. Oh, well. I won't spoil anything just yet. But yeah, they're getting way too close to Demonicus. So the knights that we have here, or the heavy cav, I should say, they're coming in. Blade Wind is sort of useful against these guys. Not super useful. They have really great armor. But even if we... yeah, that was kind of worthless. The arbalests are what really just tear Black Ulm apart. But they just went through our knights like nothing. These guys are all degenerating. They're decaying. Their brothers are watching them fade on the field, but they're still fighting with the ferocity of lions. And the Black Ulm are fleeing. They've lost the will to fight. Take out their magical guys. Oh man, friendly fire. Come on, take out the Bane metal guys. Come on. Take out the lantern guy. Get him. No, don't let him go away. Oh, dang it. Wow, that was something else. What happened here? Alright, they lost their Cave Drake and their Scorpion Beast. 4 of their Arbalests. Pretty much, well, not all their infantry, but a lot. They did lose 3 of 4 Bane Metals, though. All their Black Legionnaires got away. They lost their Nachtwachters, 4 of the 6 Lantern Bearers, and 5 of 9 Leaderfrau. Oh yeah, right, the archers. Alright, so we did alright. We lost 4 infantry and 2 pikeneers. That was actually a stunning victory on our part. We lost 6 troops to their 50. Kopos, a very ill omen was seen, and rumors of it have spread throughout the entire province, unrest and misfortune. Kopos, that little peninsula is just a very weird place. I think it might be because Alsvin is sitting right off the coast there. Alright, so let's talk about what's happening here. We are fortifying Wherein. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and increase the province defense up to 30. It's going to cost me some badly needed money, but it's worth it because we get knights out of the deal, or heavy cavalry. So, Demonicus earned a heroic star. He is now unequaled in obesity, which increases his hit points. But because he has a never-healing wound, it takes him right back kind of to where he was before. That's fine, though. Demonicus is doing his thing. I consolidated troops, and I am moving Conan Constantine up to Ogwoods. The Royal Forest Castle has been completed. Damaris and Cyber Commando are there, just hanging out. They should be able to research. And they will. Erectus is coming down, as is Endlord. We're moving all of our morale-boosting guys to the south, and our eventual armor-piercing guys. We are at level 5 evocation, and we are 2 turns away from where we want to be. Unfortunately, even with our owl quills, who, by the way, everyone who's researching now in Ulm has them, so I'm starting to pass them out in Oe Perry. we're trying to work on that. Umbro is leading the charge here. Arcade Knights coming out with Irati, Wayland, and Hans a big sword. They've all been given Earth Boots, the Girdle, and the Bracers. Irati has 4 Earth, and that's before even casting Summon Earth Power. Of course, all the good Earth spells that require more than 3 Earth need gems as well, which I'm not giving them, so it's not going to be that great, but Irati should be able to spam attacks throughout the battle, and that's Magma Eruption for those of you who are paying attention at home. I'm also desperately in need of fire gems, so I'm doing some things here. I'm moving Cal Lord and Caractacus around to at least give their 2 fire search to all these places. It's a low chance shot, but I'm going to give it everything I can. I'm moving... Bertibot is building the castle in her homeland of the Western Plains, and Dimitri, the Forger of Despair, is heading back to our homelands to gather troops. The Chief Smith is searching High Woods, then he's going to move down to Greendale, and then I think we're done with him. He may end up in the Royal Forest and lead from the front, because we're going to need him to start making bloodstones now, especially because we have so many blood slaves just sitting around. Other than that, we have tons of Earth Gems, or I should say Nature Gems, and no one to use with them, so as soon as Ogwoods is up, I think we want to do something there too, although we don't have a temple or a lab here. We simply don't have the money for it. Colonial has 2 months remaining. You know what, we'll send Erectus over here. He can build both. And everybody that I'm bringing from the capital has a Guardian escort. And I'm going to give a bunch of Guardians to Dimitri as well. So we're finally going to see some of our top troops in battle, because frankly we need them. They're beefing up their forces here in Bycliffe. If they are to attack either of these areas, I don't think we'll be able to hold it against them, but we can counterattack. That's why we're trying to consolidate forces in Ogwoods. But still, this army could do us some damage, but I don't know what else to do here. I'm basically going to hope that my province defense weakens them a little bit. I'm not going to move troops away from Morenni, because they have even larger and more deadly armies down here. Batman's moving to the Sun Throne. And that's another thing, too. I should seriously think about getting Barbel out of here. Maybe when Dimitri comes back with troops, I'll give all Barbel's troops to Dimitri and move him so that we can start seriously contemplating taking the Range of Shadow, the Impassable Mountains, and here, and we could use Barbel to claim those thrones. I guess Chief Smith can do it. Range of Shadow will be pretty safe for him. I don't want to get him anywhere near Impassable Mountains for the while. And that's really it. Hopefully we'll find some Fire Gem sites. Site searching is not going great for us. I may switch over to, especially for nature, I may switch over to spell site searching if we get a 2 nature Amazon. It's just so much... I know it costs gems, but it's such a hassle to move people around in site search. I was supposed to get like just so many sites with Chief Smith, and he hasn't been doing a damn thing for us. Maybe he'll find something good in High Woods. Who knows? We'll see. I think a site or a province takes after its first area. So in this case, Omicria should be a mountain first before a farmland, and so it should have a higher percentage chance of sites, but apparently not. All we got was our hidden gold mine, which isn't terrible, don't get me wrong, but it's not amazing. And that's about all we've got going here. Oh, I have some new people to introduce you to, though. There is Steels down here in Umbro. And we have Reus Storm, the Priest-Smith, down here in Ulm, and he's heading forward. And then we have Stalker here in Bowie Perry. And soon we're going to start recruiting guys in the Royal Forest. We're going to get through even more named people soon as well. Lovely, lovely. Let's... Well... Oh, I should show you the statistics. That's a good one. Haven't done that in a while. So, provinces. We are in the lead. Look at that. We're doing pretty well. Forts. We are tied with Pelagia. Or actually, we were. Apparently, in the last turn, Pelagia lost a fort. Probably to Black Ulm. But maybe to Rylay. Who knows? So right now, we have the most forts as well at 4. Looks like the next highest is 3, Pelagia. Our income is well higher than everyone else's. Our gem income is doing pretty well, but Pelagia is catching up. The ocean does have a lot of magic sites. In research, though, we're doing pretty well. We're catching up. We're now in 2nd place. And the number 1 person, I believe, is Shiniyama, which is strange, but whatever. And we should be catching up with them soon. Dominion, we are indeed on top, though Xibalba is no slouch either. Here's where I'm a little nervous, though, ladies and gentlemen. The armies of Ulm are greatly outnumbered. We are down there. We are only better than Shiniyama, Everyone else is stronger than us, including, most horribly, Black Ulm, whose troops are just as good and resource intensive as ours. Now I'm hoping a lot of this is like barbarians and random stuff they recruited along the way. But this is quite frightening. Nothing's really happened on the throne front. So that's what we're doing here. We're just trying to make things happen. So a lot of these troops here, right now I have him with Sloosh because he's patrolling, but really I'm going to give them to Dimitri, I think, as he runs through here. I forgot to recruit troops here, so let's do that. Let's actually recruit some Arbalests, and we are now out of gold. I believe we are... Oh god, we're not recruiting. Oh well, I mean, what can we do? We have no money. Our magic is going to save us here anyways, as we saw. And once we get the fortress up in the Western Plains, we're going to start increasing our armies as well, because I don't think the Amazons are as expensive as our people. 16 gold, 12 resources, so definitely not as much in terms of resources. Gold, though, is pretty bad, because our average troop here costs 10 gold. So we're very resource intensive, not so gold intensive, which is funny because we're always out of gold. But it's because of us building labs. And that's another thing I'm doing here in Doven. I'm building a lab. Why? It's just like this random place and it costs 500 gold. Well, because these are my best smiths and I'm just going to have them fight the enemy naked. So I'm going to build the lab so that I can give them all bracers and earth boots and whatever else they need to be successful. Though, like I said, I might be moving Barbell out of town once I can get him suitably replaced. There's really nothing up here for him anyway except for Solam, and we'd have to either declare war with Rylay or Shabalba to get there. And right now, it looks like everybody's willing to just concentrate on Black Ulm, and I think that's a great idea, and I support that. So I will not be launching any preemptive attacks against my other enemies for right now. Rylay is going to get into a shark battle with them pretty soon, I'm pretty sure. We'll see how that goes. They have the Lake of God, the Dark Blue Sea, and the Infinite Sea, as far as I know. They must also have whatever this is, and they might even have one of these two, or both. We don't really know. But we were able to take this very wealthy and fertile area away from them, at least for the moment, so that's in our favor. Let's end the turn. And these episodes are getting a bit longer as the turns are getting longer. Alright, Chief Smith found 3 magic sites in High Woods. Kuna hasn't found anything. We found a copper idol, a totem collection, and a maze. But before we do anything, let's look at the battle in Shepherd's Haven. So it looks like Black Ulm decided to try to get to us from the side. This is going to be quite interesting because we don't have anything guarding us here. And they're not bringing much to the party, but... well, we'll see. I'd be much more comfortable if we had Arbalesters, but if we can get the Barbarians to rout, maybe their high-end Black Ulmish troops will also rout alongside them. Alright, the Barbarians are gone. And now we have these elite Bane Metal infantries against our basic, what is their militias? And they flee. That is the weakness, ladies and gentlemen, of Black Ulm, is they do not have the heart to fight, because unlike us, they don't have anything to be faithful in, you know? They're worshipping a giant snake and death, and that does not cause happy feelings. Whereas we are fighting for the future of humanity, the strength of mankind, and the enigma of steel. And that is all it takes. That is all it takes, folks. It's heart. We have heart. They have Bane Metal. I'll take heart over Bane Metal any day. And oh, we're killing a ton of people. Morenni, 111, wow. Broken Land, famine has struck the land. Someone is attacking us or something because we are just getting nailed with these bad luck events. Alright, what do we find? Copper Idol, Air Gems, not very useful. Totem Collection, Nature, and Astral. Astral's good, I'll take that. Maze, Astral. Okay, so we finally have a decent Astral income and some luck, which is fun. But, still no fire. Chief Smith. Alright, Chief Smith will go to Ossuary because they can't get to it. And then we'll search that. We'll search Greendale. We'll search Umbro. And then we'll head down to the Royal Forest and start forging Bloodstones. Alright, we're all here. Let's get everybody over to the Black Forest except for Kunna and Platinum Black. Actually, Kunna, what are you doing? We'll send Kunna to Gamer. And Platinum Black is going to search, hoping beyond hope for another fire site. Now that we have our lab here, let's put it to some use. Geralt of Rivia, you now have some Earth Boots, a Bracer, and that. Look at that. You're amazing, although you are cursed and old. Miskatonic, your legendary cruelty is legendary. You're going to get all of these stuff too. And Soleus. No more Earth Boots, though. We need to forge some Earth Boots. That's okay. We're doing pretty well. Next turn, we will have up to level 6 in Evocation. And we can really stop there. Rain of Stones is kind of fun for an air random smith. But it does require an Earth Gem. And it could help, or sorry, it could hurt our troops just as much as the enemy. So this is the kind of thing you do like in small unit tactics. You don't want to have this guy traveling along with a big army. And no, we're not going to go past level 6 for right now. That's fine. Maybe Conjuration? What could we do with that? Cave Drake? That's worthless. Okay, down here we have Earth Elementals, Fall Bears, and Trolls. That's sort of useful. Trolls I don't really like so much, but Troll Kings are good. And that's level 6. And Hill Giants. So that would be good to get to level 6. And we have to go there anyway. Living Earth is a great spell because it's like an assassin spell. And then we're getting closer to Iron Angels. So maybe. We have no Thaumaturgy. What can that do for us? Anything? Bonds of Fire is actually a useful spell for our 2 fire guys. And Prison of Fire if they have a Flaming Skull, which Chief Smith can create for them. Gnome Lore will allow us to search remotely for Earth, though we don't really need that. Tempering the Will. Anti-Magic. Not that useful to us. Melancholia is a good spell for attacking, so Thaumaturgy is just not that useful. Enchantment, we also have no research in. Strength of Giants would be good to have. That might be worth it just to get that. Okay, let's go with Enchantment as much as we can without losing. Alright. So, Baba, you get an Owlquill, and Ratchus. You're not Ratchus. Who are you? Chuggo. Chuggo, you get an Owlquill. Alright, and in Ulm we have Folk, who is going to be Franz von Beaskow. Which then leaves us with Umbro and Tulka. And Tulka is going to be Caboose. I paused for a moment because I didn't know if Tulka was one of ours. It didn't sound very Ulmish, but it is. And Milkster is... Oh, poor Milkster. He's already injured from his old age. Just keep getting those quills out for us, my friend. Same with you, Moonwatcher. Alright, Birdiebot is building her castle. It's going to take 5 more months. This one is 1 month remaining, so Conan will be here to get some troops. Erectus, you are going to construct a lab, and then next turn you'll construct a temple. Somehow Shepherd's Haven survived. I do not doubt our luck will... I do not believe our luck will hold out much longer than that. We do have Caractacus. He's going to search. Endlord is coming down here. And Ratchus. We have a new Astral Smith. Thank goodness. And he's not old. And he is Rollo Tomasi. Welcome to the team, Rollo. And now that we have an Astral Gem income, we are going to forge you. Mike, will you do the honors, please? No, Mike, you can't. Alright, then, Gaius, will you please forge a Dwarven Hammer? And what are we missing here? We need a bit of everything. We need Earth Boots, and we need Bracers. So, Draconis, The problem with earth boots is they're expensive. They cost us, even with our smiths, they cost 6 gems. So if you forge a bunch of them, it adds up. Alright, Mike, you can forge bracers. So we're down to 12. The 57 nature gems we could theoretically alchemize, but we might want them for something, and we're soon going to have nature casters, so we'll give it a go. And also, Chief Smith can forge things with them as well. We also are going to need a Dwarven Hammer for Chief Smith in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 turns or so. I don't know whether I should just stop searching with him. I feel like we still need gems, but we're not going to get fire gems out of here, and that's what we really need. All we're going to get is like random other gems, which doesn't hurt, but... Nah, Chief Smith is going to head to Umbro. We'll search Greendale, because it might be worth it. But that'll be it. Highwoods really did it for us. Oh, in case you're wondering, the way I set this up is I'm every turn alternating between a Priest Smith and a Black Priest. For the time being. Get some Arbalests here. Umbro. And someone was saying I should start recruiting more Black Steel troops. I'm not doing that because, truthfully, right now, production is more of a hindrance to me than... Or resources are more of a hindrance than gold, as you can see here. Soon that will not be the case, but we are not there yet. And against Black Ulm, I'd rather have more troops as opposed to slightly better ones because of their magical attacks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, I think that's all we need to do for this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. I'm going to do a few more things behind the scenes, but I'll explain those to you when we come back in the next episode. So once again, I'm Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. We are Ulm, and we shall continue to forge ahead. Have a good one.